Ideal home is one with a happy family and a nice, steady income.
I'm living in some 5-bedroom house.
5-bedroom.
A 3-bedroom house, swimming pool inside.
Well, I'll say a duplex, like 6 bedrooms.
Some bathrooms with jacuzzis and...
Like the stuffing chairs, bathhouse, kitchen and everything.
Couple of bathrooms.
With a basketball court in it.
nice toilet seats and stuff.
We're ventilated, self-contained, 2 bedrooms with my kitchen and everything.
It's spacious and has enough rooms with enough bathroom and sort of.
No. Well, money prevents me from living in an ideal home. I don't have money.
Currently, my finances are not up to...
Lack of money.
I'm a student, so I have to finish school, then work, then later I get it.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting views, and that's how we start the show tonight. Now, our society or our generation lately is advancing in so many ways, you name it, technologically and so on. But why can't we transfer this advancement into the way we live? What is stopping us, PY? What is stopping us?
Some say it's the money. Others say they can't find the right architect. Others also say that availability of loans, they can't even get the loans. But you know what? What's more even interesting is that some say that they give the money to the contractors and they spend it.
Oh, dear. From what you're saying, I think what we lack is direction and planning. So tonight on The One Show, we're going to teach you how to look, or what to look out for when you're buying that dream house right here on The One Show. My name is Justine Duma.
And of course, if you're looking at your dream house right here and you want to turn it into a good home, the answer is right here on The One Show. And it's Thursday, so we are live. My name is PY Adebuating.
Let's go.
Ah, the glories and dreams of owning a home. The antique figurines, the upholstered seats, the tall gates, the diamond-studded chandeliers, the soft wool carpets, and velvet curtains, the endless meters of carpet grass, the fountains in the middle of a lengthy expanse in the courtyard. Sounds like a dream? And we could never ever stop. But the issue here is not the house you'd like to own one day. It's the home you're trying to create, perhaps for yourself as a single person, or for your family. The experts say this sanctuary called home is attainable, but for some reason, modern Ghanaians fear living the dream of buying a house. There is a current boom in the building of houses, indeed, in Ghana, and virtually every other person seems to be building a house. And the fact that cement prices continue to go up on a daily basis has done little to deter people from buying or building a house. That's good news. Here's what some people have said.
Ideal home is one with a happy family and a nice, steady income.
I'm living in some 5-bedroom house.
5-bedroom.
A 3-bedroom house, swimming pool inside.
Well, I'll say a duplex, like 6 bedrooms.
Some bathrooms with jacuzzis and...
Like the stuffing chairs, bathhouse, kitchen and everything.
Couple of bathrooms.
With a basketball court in it.
nice toilet seats and stuff.
We're ventilated, self-contained, 2 bedrooms with my kitchen and everything.
It's spacious and has enough rooms with enough bathroom and sort of.
No. Well, money prevents me from living in an ideal home. I don't have money.
Currently, my finances are not up to...
Lack of money.
I'm a student, so I have to finish school, then work, then later I get it.
So, would you say then that the real issue is affordability? What about availability? How far out or close to the inner city would you live? Would you opt to live in a gated community or work tirelessly to build a humbly box nestled on a 1 plot of land? It takes you 10 years to pay off. And then there's the architecture. What designs must we focus on? Preferably ones that still remain relevant when we become grandparents. The fact is, the experts say anyone can own a home, highlighted by the fact that owning a home requires planning and focus, but possible nonetheless.
It is possible to own your ideal home. Joining us tonight on The One Show, we have 4 esteemed gentlemen, and here they are.
Kojo Adekufuor, Chief Operating Officer from Ghana Home Loans, believes absolutely everyone can own a home. He'll tell us how. SM Korte, Principal Architect from Adler, is known to putting the dream in the design and architecture of your house. Mr. Eddie Akote, Managing Director, Edlom Estates, is an advocate of simply planning and knowing the right people and places to get that home of your dreams. And our final guest for tonight is Henry Siao from Siao Home Improvement and Construction. He has one question for you. Who says interior decor has to burn a hole in your pocket? The security, beauty, and convenience of living in Ghana for today's modern Ghanaian is only possible if you're educated on the facts. Now over to you, Jocelyn and PY.
You're all welcome to the show. Good to see you back here, SM Kote. Now let's start with you, Kojo.
Right.
A little birdie told me that not everybody can own a home. How true is that?
I think that's true. That's true. Not everybody can own a home, and that's just one of the hard facts of life. Okay. From where we are, if you're looking to own a home, you can either build it or buy it. We know the price of land in Ghana today. We know the price of construction material. And I think the hard fact is not everybody can afford it. But a lot more people can afford it than they actually are aware. And I think that's the message we want to convey. Yeah.
So how do you know that you can afford a home? I mean, I don't know that I can afford a home. So take me through what I need to look out for before I can approach you to say, you know what, I want to buy a home.
I'm starting on the basis that you need some financing to make the purchase.
Okay.
We would lend $10,000 to anybody who earns 600 cedis.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you earn below 600 cedis,
okay,
you are off our radar to start
Okay.
with. Okay. But a lot more people earn 600 cedis than you think, and we see them all the time coming into our offices.
Okay.
So you start with someone who earns 600 cedis. They qualify for $10,000. That can afford them a house of, say, 15,000 US.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but it's a start. If you have a couple, husband and wife, they both earn 600 cedis. You add that together, they qualify for $20,000.
Okay.
They can definitely afford something. 20,000 is the loan, not the house price.
Okay.
So 20,000 can afford them a house priced at 25,000. There are houses being sold in Accra today for that amount.
Okay.
So it is possible.
So what if there's a house for $45,000 and I can still qualify for $20,000? Can I come to you to buy that house?
We will give you 20,000 or whatever you qualify for. You need to find the rest.
Okay.
Now, I think there are two challenges we see on a regular basis. One is, I think, listening to the people you interview.
Right,
I think it's aspiration. People aspire to the 4 or 5 bedroom house when they're even single. So you ask the question, why do you need a 4 or 5 bedroom house? That's one. And secondly, people, when they come and we tell them they can't afford it at that particular point in time, they then lose focus and they go off to do other things with the same money they could have used or saved towards the house.
Okay.
But for those who have stayed focused, who have decided their number one priority in life is to own a house, we see them come back maybe 6 months later, a year later, and because they focused on that objective, they actually qualify.
Yeah.
So how do you plan financially towards that?
Well, it helps to know what you're looking to buy.
Okay.
And it helps if that is within your price range, because then you're off to a good start.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you earn the 600 cedis I talked about earlier, and you want to live in a 5-bedroom house with a basketball court, you are a long way from your target.
And a stuffy, what is it? Stuffy cushion?
Exactly, you know, on the fitted kitchen. Yeah, but if you're looking for a 2-bedroom, semi-detached, and you are looking in the 20 to 25,000 range, and these houses aren't that far away. I mean, you're talking about Kuntunsi, I'm talking about Kaswa. People live there and work in Central Accra.
Okay.
So if that's your starting point on what is called the property ladder, you're off to a good start.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you what the numbers are. We'll tell you how much you need to earn. We'll tell you what the repayments are. We'll tell you what the transaction costs are. And if you can make that transaction today, you proceed. If not, at least you know what to save, how to save, and how much to save. You can start saving in treasury bills. You can start even making payments to the developer you're going to buy from. But at least you're on your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
The difficulty is when you come to us, we give you that whole plan, and you decide, I don't want this, I'm going to build. I'm going to buy land, or I'm going to use the money to trade, and when I make money, I come back to this.
Right.
You find invariably something else comes along, a funeral.
So I'm confused. I'm confused. When you give the loan, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you, but when you give the loan of 20,000 to me, don't you ensure that I really go and buy the house, or aren't you the mediator between me and the seller, for instance? Because I can't take it and go and buy land.
No, you're right. I mean, I say we'll give you the loan, but in actual fact, what happens is we give the money directly to the vendor.
Okay.
You don't see the money. We are paying on your behalf.
Okay.
Okay.
So the money goes straight to the vendor.
But what do I need to bring? What is it? Offer letter? What do I to buy? What are the requirements?
Again, the documentation, and this is something I'm glad you asked, because it's something a lot of people have misconceptions about.
Okay.
We just want to make sure we know who you are,
Okay.
what you're buying, how much you earn.
Okay.
And to do this, we need to have a proof of ID,
Okay.
passport, driver's license.
Yeah.
We need proof of income, pay slips.
Okay.
Or if you're self-employed, we need your bank financial audited statements.
Okay.
Or if some people don't have that, so they give us computer printouts of their sales. We'll take that. Anything which tells us how much you earn.
Okay.
We'll visit your office premises or your business premises to make sure we understand your business. We need
With a
to
record? With a track record?
Yeah, with a track record.
Okay.
Ideally, we are looking for 3 years.
Okay.
But even that, we are sometimes flexible on. I mean, if we are looking to establish who you are and how much you earn.
Okay.
So if you have a business that has been around for a year, but you have promising contracts, so your future doesn't look anything like your past, we can still accept you.
Okay.
So
and you determine?
We determine, yes.
Right.
As long as we get comfortable with your source of income. Because we are both on the same side here. We want to make sure you can afford the loan.
Right.
And we hope you want to make the same decision too, to make sure you can afford. So we'll visit your premise. We'll make sure you are where you say you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
The business is there. We check it out. We prepare a credit report to confirm that we've seen you, we've checked out your ID, we've seen your bank statements, we've seen your business, we understand your business. And on the basis of that, we will approve the loan.
Yeah. But have you had a situation where somebody inflated their income just to be able to afford a house?
Not knowingly. I mean, if you tell us you earn 10,000 a month,
Right.
and we come check your documents and we think you earn less,
Right.
we'll use a lower amount to process your application.
Okay.
Okay.
And and take it from there.
Okay. What about those who, you know, come in and try to be smarter than you? You know, you give them the loan and they're not even paying back. I mean, what happens? How do you deal with such clients?
If you take the loan, you are supposed to pay back. We'll give you up to 20 years.
Okay.
And we're always keen to stress this because we're giving you 20 years. It's a very long time.
Yeah.
Which means your monthly repayments are manageable.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably the longest dated loan in Ghana today, 20 years, fixed rate.
Okay.
Now, because we would have done the background checks, we have a fair idea what you can afford. And so a good number of them, well into 90%, make their payments on schedule without any problem.
Okay.
Unfortunately, some fall behind. And when you fall behind, we'll try to establish contact to find out why you're not making your payments. And invariably, it's either because they've lost their job or business has gone bad. And to the extent that they are communicating with us, we can at least understand what's causing the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Invariably, there are some who won't return our calls,
Right.
who leave town and we don't know what's going on with them. We then proceed to court.
Okay.
And we go through the judicial foreclosure process
Okay.
to recover the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the end of the world. What happens is when we take that house, we'll sell it through the court process.
Yeah.
We will take how much you owe us, and the rest is yours.
Okay.
And what that means is it's in your interest
Yeah.
to get the best possible price
Right.
within the shortest possible time,
Right.
so that you walk away with some money.
Yeah.
And people walk away with a lot of equity because we only take what you owe us.
Yeah.
Right.
Bad advice says you should drag out the process for as long as possible, play hide and seek, not attend court sessions.
Right.
Interest will compound on interest.
Yeah.
We will get our judgment. We will
Right.
get that house regardless.
Yeah.
We will sell it. And by the time we get there, you owe us a lot more than you really should have.
Right.
And as such, if you walk away with anything at all, it's going to be very little.
Because of the interest rate.
Yeah.
Because of compounded interest, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus legal bills. You pay our legal fees as well.
Because I mean, it wasn't your intention to
Exactly.
go to court.
Yeah.
Now, it's funny enough. You've been in operation for a while now.
Yeah, we have.
Now, if you look back, how has our purchasing power been like? You know, when it comes to owning a home in Ghana over the years.
We observe that it's a lot higher than people think it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people have come to us, have qualified for houses which have impressed even us. You know, the person comes in, they tell you what they do. By the
Right.
time you've done the maths, they've bought a house which is quite substantial.
Right.
They've made a significant down payment. And even more impressive is the fact that within 2 or 3 years, they come and pay off the rest of the loan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is quite
Quite
we
impressive.
don't like that, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's always very impressive.
Right.
So there's purchasing power out there. I'm not for a minute pretending everybody in Ghana is wealthy.
Right.
But the evidence is there to back it up, that people can afford the houses that are out there. And we see them every day coming to our offices. And I think we encourage people who are in doubt, not to
Okay.
listen to their friends, but
Right.
to come in,
Yeah.
find out what they can afford, and plan. It's all about planning. Because if you fail to plan, you never get the target.
Okay, but what kind of people are walking into your offices? you know, middle income class? Is it the young guys like us who
how
are
young,
you know,
how old?
I mean, how can they afford it if I'm working in the bank and I'm making 1,000 cedis a month? You know,
we see an entire spectrum. I mean, before we started, we assumed that the majority of people who would come to us are non-resident. There's this notion out there that everybody who buys a house in Ghana lives in the UK or US. That's not true at all.
But
We've seen the majority of people, local clients coming in, working in all kinds of industries, financial services, telecoms, NGOs, public sector. The entire spectrum, we've seen them. And yes, we've seen the young, the old, those in between. We have an age limit, so we don't see the very old.
What is the age limit?
It's 55. About 55, we don't give it a full term. We restructure such that by 70, you've paid off the entire loan. But we are encouraged by the quality and the diversity of the applicants we see. We see a lot of people coming in below 30 years. We have our own staff, people who work with us who have qualified who are below 30 years. We've seen a lot in the 30 to 35 range. But the thing that is consistent right through is you see that they've planned. They've actually sat down. They've come to us twice, thrice. They've made all the inquiries. They've gone to the various developers. It's taken 6 months. It's taken a year, but they're there, and they do get to own the house. And the key thing is, once you own that first house, you are on your way. Because 2, 3, 5 years later, you can sell it, buy another one. It's called the property ladder. You work your way up. Eventually, you end up at Trasaco or airport or whatever it is you really wanted to get to in the beginning.
PY, this is a tip for you and I, right?
Yes.
And to everybody that's really young out there and who's aspiring to buy a house. I want to buy a house.
I need a house too.
All right, when we come back after this break, we're going to talk to Eddie, and he's going to tell us why gated communities is quite popular lately in Ghana. We'll be right back.